Hey guys, Abs here. I'm going to be taking you through an update that we've made and released to the Social Hub Builder. In this update, we've actually added some more sites to work with. We've also added a new linker script so that you can link your accounts to Posterius. And I'm also going to be talking about some new features that you can see and expect to come to the Social Hub Builder. Okay, the very first thing I want to point you towards is a file in your application folder. Every time you update, it's going to be called release notes. Now in this, it's going to actually make notes of the date we actually made an update and what the update affected or what it cured or what it solved, or any new features that we've added in here as well. Now, one more thing that I want to point you towards as well is a file called settings.xml. Now, the settings.xml file is going to hold all your details. They're going to hold your details for your profiles. They're going to hold your capture details and various other details as well that you have that works with the system. So, like your proxies and that as well. It's a very good idea to back this up. So all you need to do is right click it, copy, save it over to a location, knowing if anything ever happens to your system or if anything ever goes wrong and the setting file gets wiped, which it shouldn't, but a number of users have experienced this issue, then at least you know that you're going to always have your settings to work with, and you've got them at your disposal to actually enter back into the software. Okay, so I'm going to open up the software now and I'm going to show you some changes that we've made. One of the very first things that you'll notice is that the software actually opens and it takes your full screen, so it maximizes. Now, we made this change because a number of users, well, not a number of users, but there were a handful of users that were experiencing some difficulties in actually seeing everything inside of the software. For the majority of us it was fine, but for the majority of us, what we can do if we don't like the if we don't like the big view, obviously you can just minimize it and it'll go back to the same size that it was at before, which for me works perfectly. Okay, so we've actually labeled this version 2.0. What you'll notice in here in the sign up script, when I go over to websites, you'll notice that we've got many more websites in here. Now I'm going to be talking you through the websites that we've added in here as well, and some of them are actually for future use as well. So if I check all these now, and okay, let's forget about the email accounts. What you'll notice is that we've actually got 101 websites that we can sign up to now. Now, some of these websites, well, we actually added more websites to the script to support a certain plugin that a number of users have and will be using. I'm going to show you that plugin in action now. This is the plugin here. It's our friend David's plugin, and it supports about 30 sites. Now, the majority of these sites were already supported by the Social Hub Builder. As you can see, there's a number of sites here. Then we've got a number of media sites as well that it supports, which are here, and there's a number of other sites that it supports. Now the majority of sites were supported by the Social Hub Builder. There were about 11 sites or 10 sites that weren't supported, and we've actually coded them in now. So it more or less actually supports every single site on here, with the exception of one or two, and that's about it. Other than that, it supports all the sites with this plugin. We've also added a linker script. Okay, sorry, we've also made some changes to the actual sites, whichever sites weren't working as they should have been working, or whichever sites changed up the sign up process, we've actually fixed them up as well. With the hub linker, if you go over to a linker account, you'll actually notice that we've got Posterius in here now. So Posterius is one we've got in here. You can expect to see Hootsuite coming, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Hootsuite coming soon, which is, I'll actually show you how it's spelled here. So here we go, Hootsuite. So that's going to be in the linker script soon as well. Okay, other than that, we haven't really made any changes, other than obviously making sure the scripts are going to be working. In regards to features that users want to see, now some of the features that we've been asked for is obviously having a default selection. So instead of just selecting all, users can actually select if they want to create accounts for Ping FM, or if they want to create accounts for Hello Text only, or if they want to create certain accounts. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working with the development team. We're going to have a customized selection checkbox or drop down menu created, so that users themselves can actually create as many custom settings as they like, and they can save them over. What that will mean is next time you come in here, you might have created a custom checkbox for all Ping FM sites. You can actually click on that checkbox and it will only select and sign up to them sites, and the same with the linker script as well. So when you come over to the linker script, you can have your own custom checkboxes, and you can check it here, and you'll actually go and link up the accounts to whichever ones you actually took out the time to go through and create yourself. And it will actually go and link them for you based on your selection or your pre-saved selection. So that's coming in here soon as well. And one more area that I wanted to talk to you about was obviously working with the software while it's minimized. Now, a number of users, what's been happening is they've been running and working with the Social Hub Builder, and they've completed the run. They don't want to work with it no more, and they want to close out the software. Now, when they're wanting to close out the software, they've been hitting the X button here, and because they hit the X button, it's not being closed properly. What we need to do is actually close it from here. Click on exit. Exit means that it's going to actually exit out of the program. If you're going to click on this X button here, it's only going to minimize. So we've made one more change. We've actually implemented and added a pop-up alert box now as well. So it actually tells you here, if you want to minimize it, then this is what it's going to do. If you want to close it, then you need to click on the close button. If not, it's going to run in the background. Now, obviously, it's not going to run doing anything. Oops. Where are we? Okay, it's not going to run doing anything while it's minimized, unless, of course, you've got the sign up process in action. You've got a number of scripts in here as well. Oh yeah, we've also made a change to the proxies. Before, what the system would do to find a unique proxy or sort with a unique proxy, it was actually using the IP and the port only, and not the username and password. So now it actually allows you to have the same IP and port with different usernames and passwords as well, and it's going to identify a unique proxy by using your IP, port, and username. Should you be using should you be using a user and password verified proxy? Okay, other than that, guys, there are no more updates. I am happy to note that we're having a great success with the software. Many users are very happy with this software as well, and it isn't the final version. Now, I don't want you to think this is in beta mode or anything like that. It isn't. When I say it's not the final version, it's because I want to keep building and making this much more user-friendly based on your suggestions. So obviously, when we get the website pre-selected or pre-saved selections and configurations on here, it's going to make it much more easier for yourselves. We're going to get some more hub linkers in here as well, so we'll get Hootsuite in here as well. I think we're going to get Twitter feed in here as well, which of course only a few sites link to them, but then it makes it so much easier for you to actually go away and just say, okay, well, you know what, today I want a HelloText account. Bang, select the checkbox and start signing up to the HelloText account, rather than saying, okay, I only need this site and this site and this site, which can be time consuming. Alternatively, the option that you have is select them all, and you might not want to use all of these sites. So I want to make it I want to make this so you can actually have a very easy way to pre-select the sites. Other than that, guys, we're also going to have one more area that we're going to be looking to implement, which is the edit account details. At the moment, if you want to, say for example, you want to set up the software to run for 10 account signups, you're going to have to go and add 10 profiles in here, enter all the details in here, which can be fairly time consuming. What we're going to do is try and implement an XML data import feature, whereby you can actually list all your profiles in one area, like for example on a spreadsheet, and then import them in here, and it'll automatically populate the profiles for you, put them in the queue to actually go and sign up. We're also going to be adding some extra areas in here as well, whereby you can actually enter your address and your full address, should you want to add the full address as well, and that will obviously only work on sites that allow you to add your address on there. Other than that, guys, you can expect to see a number of updates coming out. A few of these updates had to be sent out immediately because they were affecting because there were bug fixes for certain systems, and some of the updates obviously we could have waited for, which we've actually updated today. So we've updated with an extra 10 or 11 sites, and also a linker script, and we're going to be getting some more added in there as well. Now we're going to be trying to work on the linker scripts now, and obviously make it much more user friendly to select your websites and link your accounts, make sure we don't get duplicates linked as well. And obviously load multiple profiles. Other than that, if you want to be working with the extra sites and you want a way to post to them, then I highly recommend this plugin here. And I think quite a number of users have actually purchased this plugin. Very easy, very simple, works with your blog. Obviously only works with one site at a time, sorry, it'll send to all of these sites, but only one of each. So you can't work with multiple sites. So it doesn't have the power that Bookmark Lovers or the Social Hub Submitter will have. However, it does work with different sites, which are perfect to actually work and set your clients up with, because then you've got the Social Hub Builder making the sites, set your clients up with this plugin here, and obviously let them walk away with it, which is fantastic. Okay guys, so this, I'll actually put a link down to the plugin as well, so if you want to get hold of the plugin, it is nice and cheap. It's from David, a very professional guy. I've known for quite some time, and a number of you guys have known him for quite some time as well, and the software supports all the sites that he works with. Okay guys, thank you very much, and I hope you all have a great weekend.